Blessed, beautiful day, Grateful Gap family. Welcome into Fun Fact Friday here on the Grateful Gap podcast. Before I get into Fun Fact Friday, I'm going to get directly into the daily verse. Daily verse for the day of January 26, 2024, derives from the book of James, chapter 1, verse 5, and it states as follows. So, if any one of you is lacking in wisdom, let him keep asking God, for he gives generously to all and without reproaching, and it will be given him. Amen. And again, it's from the book of James, chapter 1, verse 5. And this morning, Grateful Gap family, for Fun Fact Friday, I'll be having fun facts on another unique animal that I think is, like I said, just unique. You know, I've had the experience and had the opportunity to see this animal in action when I was younger a few times, growing up in Georgia. Just pretty cool animal, you know, something that I always thought was just, you know, out of the ordinary. And I'll be going over fun facts about flying squirrels. Again, flying squirrels is something that I was able to experience and see growing up. And I thought it was really pretty cool. You know, sometimes I thought I was seeing something that I wasn't seeing. You know, you'll see a squirrel jump from the top of a tree, you know, glide across the sky to another tree. You know, it was cool. You know what I mean? It was different. And I just want to be able to, you know, get some more information about them, really see what they are, really learn some new things about them, and just to kind of refresh my memory about the uniqueness of flying squirrels. So I'm getting this information from factanimal.com. Again, factanimal.com, and I will have the link to the article in the description of the episode. And I'm getting directly into it. Flying squirrels make up a tribe of almost 50 species in the family Squirrelidae. They are known for gliding from tree to tree at heights of up to 500 feet with the help of their patagia, a furry membrane that runs from their wrists down to their ankles. Flying squirrels are found throughout North America, Central America, Europe, and Asia, and they come in many colors and sizes, some being up to 2 feet long. They make their homes in trees or forests. They make their homes in trees or forests, finding their way into tree cavities and abandoned bird nests. Flying squirrels have been around for about 160 million years. Flying squirrels' relatives have been present throughout Asia for around 160 million years. Asia has also played an important role in the history of flying squirrels, with vast forests providing both a sanctuary and a center of diversity. 90% of flying squirrel species live in Asia. Flying squirrels can be found on 3 continents. However, their distribution is uneven. 40 of the known species are endemic to Asia, which means they can only be found there. Only 3 species are known to inhabit the Americas, and only 1 is found in Europe. Instead of wings, flying squirrels have patagia. When a flying squirrel wants to reach a tree that is out of reach, it jumps out into the night. It then stretches its limbs to spread its patagia and begin gliding. The patagia are the furry parachute-like membrane that connects a flying squirrel's front and rear limbs. These flaps capture air when the squirrel falls, allowing it to push itself ahead rather than fall. Flying squirrels can glide 300 feet. Flying squirrels may go long distances in the air. According to the University of Michigan Museum of Zoology, the average glide of a northern flying squirrel is roughly 65 feet. However, it can go considerably further if necessary, with glides up to 295 feet reported. It is also incredibly nimble, making quick twists with its limbs, a feathered tail that acts like a rudder, and patagia muscles, enabling it to complete an entire 180-degree turn in a single glide. All species of flying squirrels are nocturnal. Though we are used to seeing squirrels running around during the day, flying squirrels are the complete opposite. These nocturnal creatures spend their days asleep in hollowed out trees, coming out at night to hunt and forage in the trees. Some flying squirrels glow at night. Scientists have discovered that in UV light, flying squirrels glow almost neon pink. While it is unclear why they do this, it might be for a variety of reasons, including evading predators at night, communication, or the ability to navigate icy terrain. Flying squirrels' big eyes help them see at night. One of the reasons flying squirrels appear so cute to humans is because of their large round eyes. Those eyes are a survival adaptation. Because flying squirrels are nocturnal, they develop large eyes to capture more light for improved night vision. Some flying squirrels are larger than a house cat. While many flying squirrel species can fit in the palm of your hand, two species grow to nearly 2 feet in length: the woolly flying squirrel and the red giant flying squirrel. The flying squirrels were inspiration for base jumpers. Originally developed in the 1930s, the wing suits used by base jumpers are structured with a similar look and shape to the patagia of flying squirrels. However, with the use of modern technology, wingsuits are able to travel for miles instead of mere feet. Flying squirrels don't hibernate. Instead of hibernating in cold weather, flying squirrels become less active, spending more time on their nest and less time hunting. They're also known to huddle together in hard winter conditions, occasionally sharing a nest with other squirrels. Huddling for warmth is so crucial that flying squirrels are known to share their nests with other forms of animals such as bats and owls. Flying squirrels communicate with each other at a pitch humans can't usually hear. Flying squirrels emit extraordinarily high-pitched noises that the human ear can't pick it up. They normally produce these noises in the first few hours after dusk to indicate their position and maybe the optimal sites for food. The frequency of these cries is greater than 20 megahertz, the highest frequency limit of human hearing. Flying squirrel mothers keep and maintain several nests. In the event that their primary nest is threatened, female flying squirrels will keep numerous backup nests. If there is a predator attack or a forest fire, the mother will gather her young and transport them to the alternative nest for safety. Flying squirrels can collect up to 15,000 nuts per season. Because flying squirrels are active all year, they can accumulate up to 15,000 nuts in a single season. They store food in den trees or underground during the winter. When eating tree nuts, they typically make one opening in the shell to obtain the flesh. Other squirrels and chipmunks, on the other hand, shatter the nuts into several pieces to get the flesh. So again, I got this information from factanimal.com, and I chose to do fun facts today on the animal of the flying squirrel. Like I said, definitely a unique animal, just another one of Jehovah's creations, and just the work and the thought he put into creating his animals and just the creation all in general to be able to put on this earth to share with us, and it's just pretty cool and dope to be able to for me to have experienced that, seeing them growing up, just to be in awe of their ability just to be a squirrel, which you see usually squirrels running around climbing up the trees, but these guys were hopping out the tree and opening their patagia and seeing them float and just carry themselves through the wind, through the air. It was pretty cool. So and I learned a few things. I learned that they don't have wings, they have patagia, and that they're called flying squirrels, but they really glide, and they just live differently than regular squirrels and regular Squirrel, or I don't have the word in front of me right now, but however I pronounced that earlier, just to be able to see them. Squirrel, like squirrels, but Squirrel, that Squirrel family, just to see how different they are outside of their relatives in that family, so that's cool. But make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, follow me, all major podcast platforms. I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all tune in tomorrow for the Grateful Gal Sports Huddle, previewing the AFC, NFC Championship game, recapping some great women's basketball last night between number 1 South Carolina and number 9 LSU. A lot of big games. Looking forward to the All-Star NBA. The NBA All-Star list has came out for the West and the East starters. I'll be going over that list, all that good stuff. Also, I'll be correcting myself from some candidates that the Eagles had interviewed on Thursday. Not Thursday, but that I spoke about on Thursday. I'll be correcting some names on that tomorrow. So make sure y'all tune in. And again, I appreciate all the love and support. Have a blessed today. Give Jehovah thanks for today. Let's make the best of it. Until next time. Peace.